Oh, why hello and welcome to episode 63 of Mo Money, the investing economic show for millennials by a millennial, where our goal is to educate, entertain, and empower a new generation of investors. I am the host, MC Mo. Now let's get to the money. This week we're going to be talking about taking an L. Nobody likes to take an L, but when it comes to investing, taking an L is going to happen. If an investor never took an L, then they either only invested in U.S. bonds to maturity, or they are a time traveler. Think of investing like baseball. Ted Williams said it best: those that fail only 7 out of 10 times will be the greatest in the game. The key to investing is keeping your losses small and letting your winners ride. This seems like a very obvious and straightforward investing strategy, but the problem is investing is too psychological for anything to ever be that easy. When we see the price of our investments rise, we have a tendency to get super excited, but rightfully so, because we just made money. The problem is, most people see the profit and they want to sell right away. They're afraid that the price may drop and they'll lose their profit. Now, on the flip side, when we see the price of our investment has fallen and we have lost money, rarely is our first thought,
I was wrong about this investment. I should sell it.
No, instead we have thoughts like, oh, it's fine, it's going to go back up soon, no big deal. Or, I can't sell it now, I don't want to lose money. You know what, I'll just wait till it goes back to the price that I bought it at. In behavioral finance, this is called the Disposition Effect: holding losers and selling winners. And it's been proven to be a terrible investing strategy. Certainly, I don't want to stand here and be perceived as sitting on my high horse. I'll be the first to say that I am incredibly guilty of doing this. I still make this mistake all the time. I am nowhere near a master of investing. Shit, if you named the best investors of all time and compare them to me, it's like we're not even playing the same fucking sport. But they all make this mistake as well. Bill Miller used to be considered one of the greatest investors of his times. He was buying Bear Stearns basically until the stock went to zero during the financial crisis. Famous hedge fund titan Bill Ackman bought shares of Valeant Pharmaceuticals around $200 a share, and he held it through all the legal problems, defended it in front of Congress, but eventually sold it at $11 a share, which is a 94% haircut. And the reason we do this is the same reason we do the majority of the stupid shit that we do as humans. Ego. Egos can be your best friend or your worst enemy. You see these guys on CNBC boasting about their new position and how it's going to go to the moon. After that, it's hard to go back on TV after the stock drops 50% and say, oops, I was wrong. The same is true on a much smaller level with your friends. You tell your friend, hey, I just bought this stock. If it drops 30%, you probably won't sell it because you want to make money with it and shove it in your friend's face. But the reality of the situation is you should have sold it. So this is my advice to you. And it's also a big reminder to myself. Hello, future self. I know you're watching. Don't be a fucking idiot. You should have a good reason to buy a stock. If a stock drops 10 to 15% and any of the reasons that you had for buying the stock, whether they lost a CEO, there was legal trouble, drop in profits, whatever, if you don't feel comfortable being in that stock anymore, then you should sell it right now. If the stock drops 10 to 15% and those reasons are still intact, the reasons that you bought it, then don't sell. A stock's price decline is sometimes over-dramatic or unjustified. If the reasons you bought it are still true, then maybe take advantage of the price decline and buy more at a cheaper price. This is called dollar cost averaging, which I'll explain another time. Just keep in mind these numbers. If a stock drops 10%, it has to go up 11% for you to break even. If it goes down 30%, it needs to go up 43% to break even. If it goes down 50%, then you need that stock to increase 100% to break even. Those increases could take months or they could take years. From April 23rd, 2012 to today, January 24th, 2018, Apple stock has increased 105%. That's almost 6 years to get to 100%. There are better stocks that you could have bought that would have made up for your losses and then some if you would have bought them 6 years ago. Bottom line is this: your ego and pride have no place in investing. They'll only interfere with the facts. There's an old saying, don't marry your stocks. If this video has made you realize that stock that you own that is down 35% should probably be sold, then just do what my parents did and get divorced. But whatever, that was like 15 years ago. I'm fine. Nobody is going to applaud you for being bold and sticking with it. They'll only applaud you for how well your portfolio performs. So be smart, be proactive, don't marry your stocks, don't brag about your positions to the point you'll be socially ridiculed if it goes south, and do not try to be a fucking hero. Be a Vincenzo Pompello, not a Vincenzo Cotello. Thank you so much for watching another episode. You can find new and classic episodes of Mo Money right here on YouTube. For now, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, like me on Facebook, check out the Mo Money Show.com. Mo Money, signing out.